Hey everybody, welcome to Reverse Homesteading. I thought I'd show you a little bit of how I usually come into the garden. Well, I have been out here already because I've taken the frost covers off and also taken up the net so that you can actually see what's going on in there. The only thing is you don't want white cabbage moth or cabbage butterfly, I think they really are butterflies, to get in under the net because all my brassicas are in there, so collards, I think silver beets are brassica, chard, Swedes, cabbages, kind of things. Yeah, so you really don't want those to get attacked, but we've had some quite wet weather and usually butterflies aren't out in wet weather, so hoping they'll stay away this morning. I don't mind butterflies, they're very cute, but those particular ones cause a bit of trouble. Right, so I've got my spring onions from cooking, so we will plant those little babies. These are my other spring onions. I think all of these ones came from the supermarket, so I'll just plant some more. Got my little dibber in my pocket. Thank you to my son who gave me this a few years ago. We'll just continue on with a little rose. My hubby prefers rose. As you've probably noticed, I really don't make a priority to have things in rose, but some things look better in rose. I do concede that. Just make some rough little holes here. I think I've got 4. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Just to take the mulch apart. Mulch is really good in summer or winter. This has been in the water inside probably a week or so. So it's already shooting. They just can't wait to get started, these little things. Even though there doesn't seem to be much there, they've got roots and they've got enough to keep going. So I'm excited to keep growing my spring onions or green onions or shallots. If they want to grow that badly. It's a very cost-effective way of keeping these good. You can keep them in water and grow them that way, just on your windowsill, so you don't forget to top up the water as it goes down. But I wonder about nutrients. You know, how many nutrients are in the water? Probably almost none, maybe a few minerals. But yes, it is possible just to keep it in a glass of water and keep snipping it off as you need it in the kitchen. But yes, a very versatile oniony kind of vegetable. So water those in straight away. They don't need much water, just a little squirt to firm the soil around the base. They are pretty cruisy, these spring onions. Alrighty, that's enough. Right, on to the next thing. You can see I've got my my older bits for the veggie bucket, and we'll put those in there for my new composting system. I've replaced the cover with something that you can see through for the sake of my little grandson. He loves to see his things are being looked after. One day he looked out onto the garden on a wet day. He said, "Oh no, my watering can," which is a little plastic $5 watering can that he loves. But it was it had blown off the ledge where it was next to the plants, and he was concerned that it was on the ground. So yeah, he likes things to be visibly looked after. He's not pedantic, but yeah, it's very cute. So and that's better than our best tarp being on here, because obviously our worst tarp was not keeping the water out, if you saw my last video. So I've taken this lid off earlier. It's actually quite hard to get off. So yep, we've got our little garden bits in there. Might actually need a little bit of water in there. I usually break them down, but I've only got one hand. I wouldn't want to do this if they were too mushy. Usually cut them, but I didn't think of it. I just found them in the fridge drawer. Sadly, homegrown silver beet that had been forgotten. I was going to drop it by my daughter's house, but hadn't organised when to do that, and then I got sick, so it's good to just chop it up a little bit. Even finer is better than this, but this is a one-handed go at that. I'll just get my hose. So just wet it down a little bit. In summer you'll have to be doing this every day with this sort of thing. And put the lid on again, which can be difficult. These are made to be somewhat rodent proof, I think. I wouldn't trust all of the creatures in my yard with this, but so far so good. Give it a bit of a roll. Hope that's not too hard for certain people to watch. I know it's hard for some people to watch things like that. Maybe one day I'll get a better camera or phone so that it won't be so jerky. That's done for now. Ready to sit there for a little bit. And on to the next bit. Something I didn't mention the other day was that I finally planted my sweet peas, one in each corner of this bed. This is the frost cover bed, so it will be looked after somewhat at night. I'm not sure how frost hardy sweet peas are. Normal peas appreciate a little bit of protection. And they'll just grow up and around here. And I really did want to plant them around this circular arch that I have, which will be awesome once I get it together, but I don't know where to put it. And we're still taking down trees, which will be in the way of a couple of options. So we will get there with that. And for the meantime, our little sweet peas are in the corners ready to shoot up. They look fairly happy. I'm hoping just the cold weather that's made their leaves curl a little bit like that. Hopefully they'll keep going. And we might get some flowers, we might not, but I would love to get some seed pods and get some more seeds. So I do have seeds left for those, but when you grow from seed, more seed is always good. The rain is getting a bit more constant now, so these little Swedes or rutabagas are going to have to wait till next time. And yeah, I'm still not 100% well, so we will not tempt fate. So I'm just going to plant these little packjoy from Mr. Fothergill's. Hopefully they'll enjoy the rainy weather. Alrighty, they look pretty happy. And these are my own seeds, just this one, and the one beyond is my own seeds. So kind of kept them together so I can see how they go. My own seed ones are from the tropics. Rocky Tropics Gardening is my tropical channel, which I still add things to. So that's where they were grown. So we'll see if they grow in the tropics and then grow here really well as well. Oh goodness, look at my sugar snap pea. It's grown a lot since yesterday. Happy for that. This is just the controller for my Christmas lights here. Whoops. We'll just water in those little seed babies. Seedlings, I guess. Plant starts is what they're called in the US, is that right? I think so. Hope they don't all fall over. It can be hard to firm plants in properly sometimes. Whoops. I just wanted to say we've got quite a few more subscribers than we had even a month ago, so thank you all. I don't know who you are, but appreciate you subscribing. Don't really like to say please subscribe. I figure if people like the channel they will. Alright, I'm just going to leave this little baby because it may or may not stay up if I keep watering it to make it stay up. I did have to put some white oil, diluted white oil on those plants over there because they still hadn't got rid of all of their aphids, so they've been reinfected with aphids. If you can see, little creatures there. Yeah, just in the centre there. When I was picking the caterpillars off, I was looking at all the leaves and I thought, oh, not again, aphids. So it's just this little section here, so hopefully we've contained it with some organic solutions. I'll link that up in the top corner. So you'll be able to make your own organic aphid liquid, which is really quite easy. So these holes are not aphids, they're caterpillars. Hoping I've also got rid of those. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having fun in the garden. We'll see you next time.